Well, I mean, I was talking earlier. I made a lot of plays in the NFL, and I wasn't so-called the fastest. I wasn't the biggest. Um, I wasn't the longest. The reason why I made those plays because I feel like I was very smart. I was a smart football player. I learned. I was able to see a lot of things. I had a vision for certain things, and and it wasn't just in college. I did the same thing in the NFL. I did the same thing in college, and so I just got better, I think, as I got older. And I felt like those are things that you just don't wake up with, you know. And so I knew I would be able to provide that to my guys. And I'm one of those guys, Greg, that I get motivated by the haters. I knew people was going to be questioning Coach Brown hiring me and what so. But Coach Brown did his homework. He was following me on social media and seeing some of the things I was doing in the community. And I had took the measures of, doing the internships in the NFL. So once that was validated and I got over that hump, I knew that I was going to do fine. It was just a matter of me getting opportunity, and I just used all that for my advantage. And so, but I'm telling you, Greg, it's a lot of, there's a lot of people that say former players can't coach because of the transitioning part, and we don't want to put in the time. That's the biggest thing. It's not football, in my opinion. It's the time that comes with coaching. The X's and O's part of that, in my opinion, we can do just as good as any other dude that's out there coaching. It's just a matter of us doing it. And so once I knew that I can do it and I was going to be fine at it, for me, man, like, I can take off at doing what I'm doing, and that's the mindset that I have. And I knew I would be able to help JB and what he was trying to teach, and do the best I can do for my position. That's the only thing I was really focused on, is making sure that my corners was prepared and that those guys knew their position and knew their plays. And that's the only thing I was worried about in my first year coaching.
Anything to follow with, Greg?
Yeah, I do. And you were kind of put in a bad situation last year because Patrice got hurt. Trey Morrison had some injuries. You just had a lot of guys like that you had to bring Storm into play. You had to bring Greg Ross into play. With confidence being such a key component of that position, do you get to a point where you've got to coach up the confidence aspect more so than maybe some of the other things?
I'm coaching them confidence every day. Every day. To me, I mean, that's the most to me, that's the most critical thing that you have to play the cornerback position. Confidence, and you got to have short-term memory. The two keyest components, the best possible things you can have to play that position. And so I'm constantly coaching that up every day. Storm, that might have been the least thing that he had coming in, being a true freshman. Most true freshmen are going to come in having doubts and a bit, they're going to be a little insecure. And but not just Storm, just all the guys. They haven't done particularly too well the last couple of years. And me coming in, that was going to be the first thing I was going to try to restore with those guys. And as you guys know, I'm a very confident individual. I always believe I'm going to win. I don't care what the opposition looks like. I feel like I'm going to win. And if you do lose, that's okay, but we're going to bounce back. And so that was the one thing that I had to restore with those guys. So I'm constantly teaching that every day. I talk a lot of trash. I'm very competitive. I hate to lose in anything I do. And so I wanted my DBs to have that mindset. I wanted one of those guys to have that mentality. And I think as the year progressed, we got better in that area, and we were more loose, which allowed us to make plays.